What's going on, Total People? TortleNation here, bringing you Week 9 of the MPL. Week 9, I'm back. I know after Week 7, horrible loss to Wolverhampton Weavils. I'm back. I know I gave it a little spiel and I was pretty upset about it, but oh well, I'm back here. I'm back to regain my confidence, regain victory for the Turtle People and the Cincinnati Charizards. Yes, I am the co-coach of the Cincinnati Charizards, if you guys know. Tortoise Super Browser's other co-coach, and we're battling Lubbock. He is the head coach of the Ecruteak Gengars. He is in our division. This is a green division, so this is a good way for us to bounce back in our division. He is currently, I think he's 1-8. I think he's 1-8 or 1-7. 1-7. I think he's 1-7 in the league right now. He had a big win last week. I think it was last week. He had a big win versus Ash. Ash is one of the coaches in the team. He formerly ex-Scissor, now Mr. Tronberry. I forget the name of his team, but he was a pretty good opponent, and he got beat by the Ecruteak Gengars. The Ecruteak Gengars actually prepared and set up for his team, which was pretty nice. And I think he has a pretty good team. I think the Ecruteak Gengars have a pretty good team. You can see on the display right here that the team that he brought, and you can see the team that I brought. I brought Azumarill, Jolteon, Mega Gallade, Heatran, Amoonguss, and Tornadus. I thought these 6 mons particularly were going to be good against his team and pretty much good all around. And as you guys know, Azumarill is the MVP right now. He is the best mon, and he is the front runner to win the MVP for the rest of the season, because he is just a monster. He's just a monster with that choice band and or citrus berry belly drum. He is a monster. So I kind of predicted his team a little bit, not too really. I was kind of like worried. He has so many. I thought he was gonna bring Gardevoir, and that's why I brought Heatran and Gengar. The Jolteon outspeeds Gengar all day. So I brought the Jolteon, and Jolteon can take a hit from a Gengar regardless of anything. The only thing I was worried about was if it was a Focus Sash Gengar. Electivire is a threat to my team, but I do have a Tornadus and Amoonguss. Well, I set up Amoonguss for that Electivire, because Electivire is like really the only big problem that can wreck my team, and I can lose mons and start the game terribly, because Electivire is a pretty good threat. He destroys my Heatran, he destroys my Tornadus, he destroys Jolteon, and he hits Azumarill and Mega Gallade pretty hard. So yeah, that one mon alone can wreck my team. So I'm gonna have to work around him, and you guys will see that how I do work around him. And then Goodra, oh my gosh, Goodra Pseudo. That's bulky as crap. So, but I was gonna start another bulk war, because as you know, we already faced them and we already beat the Ecruteak Gengars. Super Browser beat the Ecruteak Gengars the first one 2-0. So hopefully I can get a better record, and you guys will see here. But yeah, and it's not Mega Sableye, so I wasn't really too worried. Sableye gets bought by pretty much anything, because unless it's just stalling you out with Recover and Will-O-Wisp, but I'm not too worried about Will-O-Wisp. That's why I have Heatran. Heatran kind of walls 1, 2, 3 of his mons. Gengar, well, not Gengar. I say 2 of his mons, unless Goodra's carrying Earthquake, but most Gengars aren't. But you never know. This is the MPL. So let's click start here, and let's get this battle going, so you guys can see what actually happened in this battle. I apologize that it's pre-recorded. I couldn't record because I'm watching my son by myself. So yeah, I couldn't live record. So he leads off with the shiny Electivire, one of my favorite mons, Electivire, and I lead off with Aeolus Tornadus doing the U-turn, because I knew he wasn't going to outspeed me, and I'm Life Orb, also for that Gengar, and Life Orb U-turn was going to do a lot. So I go into the Ecruteak Gengar. I was just mocking him right here, just being a troll, because I knew he was going to try to Ice Punch. And so I brought in Amoonguss. Amoonguss has that Rocky Helmet, so Ice Punch Rocky Helmet, and plus where he's at brings him under 50%, which is good, because now I don't have to really worry about that Electivire. Most of my mons can just destroy it now. And he brings in Tuca, and I knew he was going to switch out after that, because he didn't want to take any more Rocky Helmet damage. So I went for Synthesis, especially since it was a 3-hit KO. And I get back to full health, and he goes for knockoff to knock off my rock hammer. I didn't think he was carrying knockoff, so that's really good. So now his Electivire can just wreck shop on me. But I go for the sludge bomb, staying in, thinking that he was just gonna go for tail slap or something. But I should have predicted him going for the knockoff, but I totally forgot that Tuca Cinchino carries knockoff. But I get this poison. I snagged a poison, which is awesome. Awesome. I snagged a poison on that sludge bomb, which is good. Good, because Stahz is really good against mons like that. So I stay in because I knew he wasn't going to do anything, and I go for the sludge bomb again, and he brings in Sableye. So I guess his Sableye is oh, it does resist poison, but I guess it is specially defensive. And he goes for the taunt, and I was gonna go for the toxic right then and there, so I was like, you know what, gotta switch out. He taunted me. I'm gonna go into Heatran because he really can't do anything to my Heatran. I knew into Pitbull. So he goes for the Will-O-Wisp. Oh my gosh, I don't know what he was predicting, which was pretty awesome. So I bring in and I get the Flash Fire, and he goes for the Rain Dance. I was like, oh no, he's setting up. He's setting up because I went for the Stealth Rocks. He must have predicted me going for Lava Plume or something, but I was like, you know what, no, I'm just gonna go for the Stealth Rocks. And I was like, fuck, he's set up. He's setting up for the Manaphy. And I was like, Tail Glow Manaphy. So I go and, you know, I'm gonna go into Jolteon. And he goes for the knockoff. I did not predict that at all. I did not expect it. And I was like, what the heck? I was like, no way. So I just go for the Volt Switch here, and he brings in Aldrimich. I was like, oh my god, Motor Drive, why? Why did I go for Volt Switch? If I would have Shadow Ball here, probably would have taken out Aldrimich, and then I would have been free to go into Heatran anytime I wanted. So I was like, oh man, I'm already behind right now. He's got a Motor Drive. I'm not going to stay in because after a +1 Motor Drive, if he's max speed, he will outspeed my Jolteon. So I just go back into Mungus, kind of sack him off because there's really nothing I could do, and it is still a 2-hit KO with Ice Punch. So I think I just went for the Sludge Bomb here just to try to kill him on the next one. And he goes into a boss, nice and bay. And I go for the Sludge Bomb again because I was predicting him to stay in, but he didn't. And I snagged a poison again. Oh my gosh, Amoonguss is out here grinding. He's doing work. He's putting in work. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna switch out. Decorative Gengar, you can come back. Amoonguss. Go get your Regenerator health, and we're gonna go back into Pitbull because I don't think Goodra has anything for my Pitbull. And he goes for Draco Meteor, and I'm specially defensive, bruh. Hey, boss, I'm specially defensive. What does Draco Meteor do? A Pitbull Heatran. Get out of here. It does absolutely nothing, and it's resisted. So I'm like, get out of here, and my leftovers does proc. And I'm like, get out of here, son. Get out of here. And I am faster than this Goodra, so that's pretty good. So I'm going to go for the Flash Cannon here because I want to try to get a Spadef drop, and it's raining, so I can't go for Lava Plume, and he's already poisoned, so I'm not too worried. And he carries the Earthquake. I was like, oh my lord. Did not predict that at all, but I survived with 19. Nice and EV spread plus leftovers helped me out to survive that Earthquake. And I was like, you know what, I'm gonna save Pitbull here, and I'll death fodder for anything. So I'm gonna switch him out. And the cool thing is that I have rocks up, so this Goodra's gonna die on if it switches out and when it comes back in. So I go into Death Egg here, and he switches out A-Boss, which is pretty cool. So I'm like, yes, Death Egg. And he goes into Aqua Ranger, and I was like, oh, he's gonna set up all over me. And I was like, you know what, screw this. Just going straight for Play Rough. And I'm lucky to me, the rain stopped, and he goes for the Scald, and I was like, oh no, please don't burn. If that was in the rain, that would have been more damage. He gets the burn. I just go for Play Rough. I'm choice banded, by the way, so it still does a lot. That probably would have been a Oko 1-hit KO if I wasn't burnt, since burn does half my damage. So I did about half health there, so that sucks. So I switch out because I'm not too worried about burn because on my Jolteon I have Heal Bell. So I just, I'm gonna sacrifice Heatran here, just so I can get a free switch into Jolteon. I don't really need Heatran anymore, especially since Goodra is so low of a health that I can just revenge kill it later at any time. So I sacrifice Pitbull here. He sets up the Reflect, which is kind of shitty. In all honesty, I was like, whatever. I wasn't too worried about it because it was a Reflect. If you would have set up Light Screen, I kind of would have been worried because then Flash probably wouldn't have been able to kill. So he predicted me to go for Volt Switch, and I was like, Shadow Ball, baby. Shadow Ball. Not going for that. Not going for that Volt Switch. You're not fooling me again, because I know after Rocks damage, Shadow Ball's gonna kill this Aldrimich. Well, actually, no. I went for Heal Bell first. Predicting him to switch because he thought I was gonna go for Volt Switch. So to heal my Azumarill, and then I went for Shadow Ball. There we go. I kind of went ahead of myself, but yeah, I Heal Belled first because I wanted to get rid of the burn on Azumarill so he can come in and just wreck his team. So I wasn't too worried about that. So he brings in Tuca with the toxic, and I know I'm faster. So, no, actually I didn't want to take the chance. So I just switch into the Ekritik here, and knowing I can take a tail slap. And Chinchino's super fast. And I was modest. I don't think I would outspec if he was jolly or anything. So I just go into Ekritik because I know Ekritik can take a hit, and I'm not too worried about it. So and I know this Tuca's gonna die to poison. So boom, Amoonguss gets a kill, baby. He gets a kill. He poisoned Tuca. Oh, excuse me. So Tuca gets a kill with poison, which is awesome. Rocks and poison helped out. So he brings in Mitzi here, and I was like, you know what? I don't need Amoonguss anymore. Amoonguss got the kill, so I'm going to sacrifice Amoonguss here. So both my walls are down. So I'm down 2 walls, and I just got sweepers here. So I bring in Aeolus because I know Aeolus outspeeds all day, every day. Because I'm 111 max speed, hasty nature, and even if that is a timid, I still outspeed. So I go for the psychic here, and should have predicted it. But I just wanted to get rid of that Gengar because Gengar really worried me. I'm not really mad about Juliet's. But he goes for the taunt. He taunts me, which is funny because I'm not really going for. I wasn't gonna go for any setup moves or anything because I don't really need anything. So I just went for the Sludge Bomb and I snagged the poison anyways, which is pretty awesome. So Juliet is poison, which is pretty cool. And surprising enough that this Juliet doesn't carry recover, because I thought he would have gone for recover right there to get his health back up, but he doesn't. And I think he goes for the knockoff. So right here I switch into Jolteon, predicting the knockoff to get rid of my life orb. And I go into Jolteon, and he's not knockoff's not gonna do much now that my item's gone, but it does a good hefty amount, brings me down to the red. But Juliet's gonna die to Aeolus, so Aeolus gets a kill, not another kill, but he gets a kill to poison. Poison is coming through. Poison, these hacks, and I feel bad because I got all these poison hacks. But A-Boss is gonna come in with get rocks damage. And then I'm just going to go HP Ice here and kill A-Boss and take him out. Super effective. So A-Boss goes down. Unfortunately, Amoonguss doesn't get another kill. But I was hoping he would. But here's a little sweep's going to happen because Jolteon here can wreck the rest of his team. But since I'm not carrying Thunderbolt, I had to go for the Volt Switch to kill this Aqua Ranger. I'm so glad that he wasn't able to set up a Tail Glow because that probably would have been end for my team. I don't know what could have stopped it other than Amoonguss. But if he would have got that Tail Glow up, I think he still would have took out my Amoonguss. So I kill. Jolteon gets a kill, and then Aeolus comes in to just finish off the game against this Gengar. I do outspeed, and I'm just going to go for a Psychic here. Super effective. And we do get this Psychic off, and we do get the 4-0 victory against the Ekritik Gengars. Go check them out. Link in the description below. Daniel's a really good friend of mine. I really like Daniel, and I kind of feel bad that he's where he's at right now in the league, and because I know he has a really good team and he could do better. But he's definitely a good battler. So I was worried this whole match because he was in the beginning. You guys saw he was pretty. I felt like he was outplaying me there, and he was making some pretty good, bold and pretty good predictions. You know, doing the knockoffs, man. Knockoffs kill, and I totally forget about knockoffs, and which is kind of my fault. I should probably think about that before I start selecting my moves. But in reality, it kind of worked out because knocking off Jolteon was kind of the best bet for me. Because when he go for knockoff again and again, if he would to go knockoff again and again, I already had a Mon that I could sack off, and I wasn't really too worried. I really didn't need Jolteon too much because Manaphy was later game because Manaphy was already low enough health, and then most of his Mons were low enough health from switching in, and plus the Stealth Rock damage, and then the damage I was just getting off periodically on switches and so on and so forth, just going for attacking moves, being offensive. But yeah, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed. We were positive now. We were 5-4. We were back over 500 after staggering losses. I think I'm 2-3. I'm 2-3 now, and Bowser's 3-1, and hopefully he can get the next win. I think our next battle is against I can't remember, but it's a pretty good opponent. I think it's the Las Vegas Victinis. I think that's who it is. Our next opponent is. But hope you guys enjoyed. Hit that thumbs up button if you guys did. If you guys didn't, you guys know where the bad button is, and I don't condone that type of stuff on this channel. But anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed. Hit that thumbs up button, and I'll see you guys later. Peace out.